Is there anything the matter, Sir John?
Anita.
Are you the son of Raja Bahadur Singh?
Yes?
I am Romeo. K.P.W. आएगा. I read about your father in the newspapers. Very shocking. How is he?
He was just lucky.
Yes, very fortunate.
You know my father?
I have never met him. But we have followed each other's careers, you might say. Have you met Sir John? Ah, a great man. Almost a legend in his own time.
Yes, my father thinks so too.
Marry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
That's all right.
Please, up to you.
Thank you.
Lagamina.
Oh!
It's paradise.
Where is St. Dismas?
Somewhere in the Indian Ocean. You know, it's so small that it's not even on the map. And no telephone, no radio, no telegraph, not even television.
It's like the Garden of Eden.
Yes, and the only house on the island is the house of Sir John. Look there.
But...
Hey there, Romeo.
Oh!
This is Countess Rasmussen.
Here I come, my tender kebab. Olé! Introduce me to your virile friend,
My
Romeo.
name is Bahadur Singh Jr.
If you are your father's true son, I'm sure you'll get beyond this, my dear Singh.
Is it too much to hope, dear lady? Hello. My name is Bahadur Singh Jr. Do you like antiques? It looks quite expensive. Who are you? You mean, where did I learn sign language? Because I like dumb girls. There isn't much talk.
Ravioli! Oh, don't take my hand. Give me your body. Oh. What happened?
Excuse my awkwardness, dear Countess. An accident has partially deprived me of the use of my right leg.
Oh, poor baby.
However,
Oh?
no vital organs have been affected.
Bravo!
Good evening. I am Sheila Enders, Sir John's friend and hostess. Sir John deeply regrets that he will not be able to join us for dinner due to illness. But he has asked me to make sure that his illness does not in any way dampen his hospitality.
It would be remiss of me not to introduce you formally to one another. Countess Rasmussen, I think you're all familiar with.
Thank you, Sir John.
Her activities include being a star trapeze artist, and also, you'll remember the Van Gogh episode a few years ago. Mr. Romeo K.P.W. Ayanga of Ceylon is too modest. I shall call you Romeo.
Oh, please, I should cherish your gesture of intimacy.
He has a formidable list of credits, not the least of which is the Bank of Singapore. Hurry up.
That was your caper,
A thing of no importance.
but a thing of considerable weight.
I bet Colonel Columbus that he wouldn't steal Catherine the Great's famous emerald. Months later, the collection disappeared, and there arrived here an emerald worth far more than the £1,000 he won from me. And I've given the jewel a very beautiful setting.
The setting is more beautiful than the gem.
Dr. Bukhari spends much time in godly missions.
I go where I'm called.
Right, sir. And you were called recently to a religious conference in Jerusalem, were you not? As a representative of Islam, was it?
Humanism, Sir John.
Yes, in any event. He arrived in Jerusalem with the scriptures under his arm and left with the St. Timothy's cross under his coat.
It will be a lot. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
So you got away with St. Timothy's cross.
A minor act of transubstitution. Excuse me. Are you by any way related to Raja Bahadur Singh?
Yes, I am. I am Kumar. S.S. Kumar. Until today, I thought I was a first-rate thief and the sharpest of all Bombay sharpies. But hell, I've been playing in the amateur league all my life. I never knew it.
We are gratified by your admiration, Mr. Kumar. But to force your way into my house in the guise of someone else is deplorable behavior.
Well, Sir John, if you want to deplore me, I have got the reasons right here.
You came here to steal cufflinks?
That's me, the link stealer. I sneak in here to grab some easy pickings and find myself stealing from the 4 best thieves in the world.
Segunya.
Your servants are marvelous, Sir John. Where did you get them?
Where I get most of my other possessions.
You mean you stole them?
Among several hundred prisoners condemned to death by a rival chief. I managed to slip 45 of them.
Bondsman.
Dr. Bakari, I am not Abraham Lincoln. I saved these men's lives, and therefore they consider themselves my bondsmen.
Bondsman is merely a polite term for slave.
Right, sir.
Sir John must not be upset.
Look, young lady, you have been blinded by the glitter.
He is dying.
That's all right, Miss Enders. The sooner I face the facts, the more I shall enjoy the next few weeks. You see, Dr. Bakari, these men will soon be free.
They will also have ownership of the island. I've been witness to the papers.
What is the diagnosis?
I really don't think I should go into details. Well, Sir John had peptic ulcers for years, but he ignored them. Last month he was having regular pains, so I had a doctor come in for a checkup. We thought it may be gastric ulcers, but the pains continued to grow worse, and so I had specialists from Bombay flown in. Since Sir John rarely leaves the island, we had the equipment brought here. After days of testing, what we thought was a gastric ulcer wasn't a gastric ulcer at all. It was, in fact...
Cancer.
Rahim, Parvatigar. Rahim.
What about surgery?
The odds are such that even Romeo wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, please, Sir John.
So now you know why I have asked you all here. Miss Enders is, of course, provided for, as are indeed my servants. However, there is one possession that I am concerned about. I have it.
I knew it was you, Sir John.
Oh, I must say, no one else could have done it, Sir John.
May I ask a stupid question?
The Shalimar ruby, Mr. Kumar.
The Shalimar ruby, Mr. Kumar. The largest single gem in the world. 1,214 carats. The market price, $135 million. The greatest theft of my career. And I think, Dr. Bakari, you will agree that it would be a sacrilege to allow the ruby to pass into undeserving hands.
Sacrilege of the highest order.
Then surely, no one is more deserving than one of you four. In a few weeks after I've gone, the title of the greatest thief will belong to one of you.
Columbus asks, whom have you chosen?
Well, the one who succeeds in stealing the ruby, of course. You see, Dr. Bakari, when the ruby came into my possession, I had to take precautions to prevent it being stolen.
Not too close to that pot.
What is in it?
I don't know, but it's dangerous.
What happens if I touch it?
You don't have to touch it. Your body heat is sufficient to trigger it off. Pass your hand near it, Colonel Columbus. Go ahead, it's quite all right. Thank you, Doggo. Just a demonstration.
on now.
Voila. The Lisbon Museum.
Exactly. But actually, the device was first used on a bank raid in Prague. But Lisbon was a classical example. Left of this car. All right. That's it. Left, keep in the center. Between these two columns. Sheila, right in the middle.
What's under the floor? Mines?
No pressure alarm.
Precious.
Take off the seat.
Whoa.
Now, sharp left. Now, forward slowly. Stop. Now, forward.
Awesome. It gleams with virility.
Oh, 1,214.6 metric carats.
Voila. Now we know why heathens worship the ruby.
Columbus says it's both Madonna and whore. Where did you pluck this plum, Sir John?
Its origins, Mr. Kumar, are unknown. It first appeared in the possession of Alexander the Great when he invaded India in 300 BC. For 1,000 years, Mr. Kumar, nobody knew the whereabouts of the stone. Until one day, it was found in the Shalimar Gardens in the Mughal era. Seized from the Mughals by the Portuguese in 1756, seized from the Portuguese by the British in 1796.
And captured from the British by Colonel Columbus's great-grandfather under the orders of Tipu Sultan.
And again for 100 years, no one knew the whereabouts of this stone until it was discovered in the private collection of San Francisco billionaire George Lunt.
And seized from George Lunt by myself. Now,
Bravo.
it can be seized by one of you in the near future. That is, if you want to compete. You've seen that there are certain risks involved.
In other words, the object is to get the ruby and run. Away!
Shame on you, you greedy man.
You shut up! Away! All of you! Hands up! Away from here!
Oh, marvelous, Romeo. Very resourceful.
To business, Sir John.
I quite agree. But I wouldn't like to see that space between your eyes punctured by a bullet and a guard across the room.
Allow me to present you this token, Sir John. It's a priceless dagger, fashioned in the 13th century. Arsenal weapon of Turkish sultans for 300 years.
It's very thoughtful of you, Romeo. Thank you very much.
Take a deep breath and hold it. Fine, that's terrific.
My friend, Mr. Kumar, wants to join the competition, although he wasn't originally invited.
Oh, but he's an amateur.
He has about as much chance as a mouse on a mink farm.
Then it's my funeral. What have you got to lose?
Well, let's vote. Columbus? One for Kumar. Romeo?
No, I don't think he should be allowed.
1 for, 1 against. Countess?
Could be quite amusing. Yes.
All right, 2 for, 1 against. Doctor? I'm sorry, Kumar, it's a deadlock.
What can I do for you, Mr. Kumar?
Is this a mine detector?
You should know. You were in the Indian Army.
Yeah, but they never gave us this mini one. 2 years ago, I did you a favor. You were a butler then. Or said you were.
La hawla wa la quwwata. I've been a man of God for 40 years, Mr. Kumar.
No, not in that Taj Hotel.
Ah, yes. I caught you rifling a safe and you pleaded with me not to turn you in, huh? I was quite magnanimous, I think. Let you off with a warning.
And then you rifled the safe yourself after I saved you the trouble of cracking it.
But you can hardly blame me for that. After all, it was you who mistook me for the butler. I wanted to split with you. But then I figured that if one thief couldn't recognize another when he saw one, he didn't deserve a split.
Recognizing other thieves doesn't seem to be my strong point. I thought the four of you were high society.
All of them think so, my son. That's why we are so successful.
Then why are you afraid of me?
You will now draw lots. Pick a card to determine the order of your individual attempts.
Who do I owe thanks to?
God.
One cardinal rule, no collaborating. Collaborators will be disqualified immediately.
Oh, my.
Bravo, bravo. You're really a genius, Sir John.
Oh, I see him. Oh, you fortunate man, you've won your bet. His leg is fine. And Kumar is on the roof.
Sir John, you're not going to inform your guards.
Obviously not. Columbus made his preparations and he must have a free hand. Even if he were to steal the ruby, I wouldn't raise a finger. Except to turn the control knob and zoom in for a last nostalgic look.
The alarm, you brave man. Don't forget the alarm.
Mashallah.
Cannelloni.
Wallah.
Bravo, Columbus. Well done.
Oh, I wish I had drawn number one.
The beam, my dear Cannelloni. The electronic beam.
I'm sure Colonel Columbus has seen a beam before in his lifetime, Countess.
How unfortunate.
Poor Ravioli.
He was a brave man. And he died so.
I think I heard him scream. Did any one of you hear him scream?
Mr. Kumar, when the Rossetti gang of Chicago kidnapped him, they not only cut out his tongue, but removed his voice box as well. It's quite impossible that Columbus would scream.
I swear I heard him scream.
Sir John, I think it's time for your medication.
Bingo, wala ba niya? Wala ni Naju.
Damn it, can't you knock? Come on, Kumar, say your piece and get out.
I want you.
Your timing is off.
I'm serious.
I am on Sir John's payroll.
But he's dying.
Well, so is everybody else.
I hope the old don't scream when they die.
You lousy, no-good punk. Don't you know for a fact that dead men don't scream? Columbus was not only dead, but mute,
I
understand?
heard him scream.
You were bluffing as always.
Why would I bluff over a thing like that?
You unnerve me.
I swear I heard him scream.
Well, you were the only one who heard him.
Why the hell are you so jittery?
The idea of a dead man screaming gives me the creeps. If I knew you wanted me that badly, I never would have ran out on you.
Why did you?
I ran out on you. And a little American blonde, remember?
I told you she meant nothing to me. It was just a contact to finance my movie. Her father was a financial consultant.
Like I financed your floating casino scheme. And with my life savings,
The savings that were meant to be a down payment on our house.
It happens when you aim for a quick, cool million.
A cool million. Never 100 or 1,000. Always a million. No more, no less. That's what I like about you. The gab. You've got it.
Now, how much do you owe those characters?
Over $100,000?
You make your money's worth?
No, Sir John. Because I was trying to turn that money into a cool million.
Pity.
How did you get into this racket?
The crash.
Were you a bull or a bear?
The jackass. Spent 10 years as a gentleman debtor trying to redeem my obligations. And the war came. Mr. Kumar, you're not concentrating. I'm about to take your queen.
Oh, be my guest, Sir John.
Sir John, you should be in bed.
I think your nurse is right, because the show has been cancelled.
No. Somebody's bound to make an attempt, thinking my guards have relaxed, having stopped Columbus. Ah, the Countess. Come and sit down, Sheila. Ah, the Countess. Come and sit down, Sheila. She'd be a pleasure to watch. She has a superb sense of style. interesting maneuver, but perhaps unfortunate.
What is she going to do about the guards?
She'll use her first swing to dispose of the guard outside. Go through the window on her second swing, and at probably just the right angle to take care of the guard inside.
How did you know that?
Remember last week you told me all about the Countess caper for 3 hours at 3 in the morning?
Voila.
Pity. She did everything so gracefully until then.
It's hard to be thrown into bits gracefully.
Terrible to think such a perfect form should be so utterly destroyed.
Sir John, I am withdrawing.
Well, the purse is big.
So are the odds. I want to live.
As you wish, you can go or leave at any time.
I think I'll leave tomorrow.
Dogra. Oh, Dogra can see you to the harbour. Dogra, do you see those tiles up there in the skylight? They don't seem to reflect the light in the same way as the others. See what I mean, Sheila?
They all look alike to me.
No, they could be fake. You better check it out, Dogra.
Good night, Sir John.
Remember those recurrent nightmares I used to have?
Yeah? You're lying in the casket and someone's standing there?
Uh-huh. Well, they're back again. Want to hear the latest one? Columbus is lying in a casket, his body is full of holes, and he's screaming at me. My father's standing over him. Terrific idea for a horror movie, huh?
Don't give me any ideas. I'm just a sucker for anything that smells of money. Where did you meet Sir John?
In Delhi. After I left you, I went to Delhi.
But I thought you had gone to your hometown.
I did, but I lasted for only 12 hours.
Why?
My mother. I was there for a couple of hours and she started her bit. What you doing with your life? Your jeans are too tight, your skirts are too short. You should get married when you sit cross your legs. Yama, 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 yama. So I took off. You know, I was a house nurse at the Delhi Sheraton.
So when Sir John wanted room service, they sent you up.
Very funny.
Do you love him?
He needs me.
Ah, Sheila, you really give the best Swedish massage in India.
But it can never match the American blonde's massage, right? I'll be right back.
I loved you.
Even when you lost my savior, I wanted to marry you, Kumar. I wanted, even when you were thrown out of the army, I wanted to marry you.
Take your shirt off. I haven't finished my massage yet. Do you want a drink? Tell you what, I'll put on some music. We'll have some fun.
Why are you so eager to please me?
Why not? For old time's sake.
Not because you need me.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about these damn tiles. What's this for? A memorial to Sir John? And you want to use me, right?
Kumar, listen. I admit I want your help, but not the kind you think. Please, oh...
Stop the crap. Don't con the con man, you no-good bitch.
Ah! You lousy, no-good bastard.
Doctor?
Who's that? Who's that? Kumar. I hope there are no carnal activities taking place this evening, huh?
Not by me.
I heard an explosion earlier.
The Countess. 2 down, 2 to go. I have withdrawn.
I thought you wanted to be on the top rung. Well, a warrior who withdraws in time lives another day to wage his battle, huh? You know what's happening out there? The tribesmen are celebrating the birth of their god. You're not the only one who heard the dead man scream. The tribesmen heard him too. Our Colonel Columbus is now their snake god, Kulamakus.
It's just curious that there is no voice box, no larynx, no trachea, and still it screamed.
Well, you see these tissues around the windpipe? They were still alive. They were activated by the impact of the bullet. That's what caused the scream. Tell your tribesmen there's nothing to worry about. I've seen this phenomenon time after time in the war. Men have been decapitated and their hearts have gone on beating for hours. Columbus is no god, only a mortal. And his spirit isn't reincarnated into Kulamarcus.
Whatever you say, Sir John.
Sir John, they'll never give up their new god.
What do you care?
I feel sorry for him.
Show him your passage to the tiles.
But he refuses my help.
Then you're willing to give up your chance at the ruby?
Kumar, I am his godchild.
You is what?
Yes. Dr. Bukhari and my father used to work together. My father was the #1 safecracker. And since then, Dr. Bukhari has taken care of us.
Well, your godfather is in big trouble.
I know. He's too old to try.
He's not only old, he's almost blind.
I know he has cataracts in both eyes. Kumar, we must stop him.
Not we. You.
But he'll be killed.
Sheila, don't you think we'd better call Mr. Kumar?
He's locked himself in his room with the stomach virus. Even refused the dinner we sent.
But refuses Sir John's hospitality? A boorish fellow. Look at that. Mr. Stomach Virus. Is there?
I didn't think he was interested in the ruby.
He is as devious as a corkscrew.
It's a bit conspicuous, too.
But Sir John, they are working together.
Isn't that against the rules?
Yes, if they are working together, they'll both be disqualified. But are they working together? Guard.
You are going to disqualify both of them.
I'm merely going to restrain Mr. Kumar.
But you said they'd be disqualified.
There is no collaboration. Kumar decided to assist Dr. Bakari on his own.
But you did say that.
A rule is a rule. Get Kumar.
Yes, Sir John.
I'm surprised the doctor accepted help from a rank amateur.
He was desperate and the purse was substantial. Why isn't he disqualified?
Because there was no collaboration.
Leave the blackjack, use your gun, you fool!
What's going on?
Justice.
What justice? You have stopped him. Sheila, why don't you tell him that you're his godchild?
He knows that.
The doctor had a choice like everyone else. Like everyone else, he knew the risks that were involved.
Come on, Sir John. Stop playing God. Killing is no sport. Mines. Come on, jump! Hide there. Sheila.
Tell me, as a holy man, you were granted a miracle.
The miracle was made of rubber foam, a pouch of ketchup, and a bulletproof vest.
Oh, the classical Caro crap game. Yes, I'm glad to see you alive. What's happening?
I think your people are in session, Sir John.
The Shalimar ruby was our inheritance by contract, Sir John. 18 men died protecting it.
I can get it back.
Can you get back the dead?
It's their god Columbus, Sir John, that wants justice.
I suppose dead men do scream. You and your people owe your lives to me. If you want my life, you will have to take it.
Richer than Rockefeller. $134 million. Oh, wow! I feel like the Queen of Egypt.
Will you be my queen, Sheila?
Are you proposing?
What else?
Your proposal is accepted.
Who are they?
Dogro, I saw him with 2 guards downstairs. Quick, let's draw the drape.
We have a visitor down there, too. Raja Bahadur Singh.
How did he know that we were here?
There is nothing that they don't know.
Well, don't just sit there. Do something. If they find us, they won't just take the ruby away. They'll kill us. They'll kill us like they killed my father. Come on, Kumar, please. Please call the police.
You are joking, Sheila.
Well, if we gave the ruby back, at least we'd have some protection. Who's there?
Room service.
I know who you are. Look, we are not to be disturbed. Kumar, Sir John was no fool when he gave up the ruby. He is cured, but he's given us his disease, worry and anxiety and fear.
But, darling, I want to give you this ruby as a wedding gift.
But there'll be no wedding. Don't you see we'll both be dead? Please, Kumar, please call the police.
You really mean that?
I really mean that.
No regrets?
No regrets.
I love you. I love you, Sheila. Operator, connect me to the CBI in Bombay. Superintendent Gupta. Immediately, please.
You mean you were never thrown out of the army?
No. Actually, I was selected from the army for this dangerous mission. Being a petty thief was just a cover.
And using my savings was part of that cover?
So was the American blonde. This is Captain S.S. Kumar. I'm at the Starlight Hotel. I will wait for you.